Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to Dale Chanel's 48th World, where we do soap opera reviews. Okay, basically, we're going to be going over The Bold and the Beautiful that aired today, June 6th, Monday, 2016, at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me give you a little bit of summary of today's visit. To the soaps, we have Steffi unleashes her anger and resentment on Quinn. We have Caroline begins to unravel from the weight of the secret she's been keeping. We recap from last episode, which was last Friday, with Bill and Brooke. Bill is telling Brooke Ridge is a fraud. Thomas is the father of baby Douglas. So that's pretty much where it kicks off. And then we go to the first scene that's being shown to us today, which is the setting of Caroline, Ridge, Katie, and Thomas are coming into the room, or they're already in the room discussing keeping a secret from everybody besides the four that knows. Good luck with that. Anyway, we go to Steffi and Quinn. Steffi is telling Quinn they are not friends. She's committed to Wyatt, not you. Steffi says she will never forgive Quinn for altering her life. Then Quinn tells Liam that she nursed him back to health and that he should be very grateful. And then Steffi jumps in and talking about, you kidnapped him. He could have been gotten good, health treatment and this, that, and the other, but you sat there and you took him from me. And then Liam chimes in, just piggybacking off of what Steffi was trying to say. Then Liam says he should have been married to Steffi. Then we go to Katie. Katie is leaving for home when Ridge tells her to not tell anyone else the secret. She agrees and she goes on by her way. But while she's telling that lie, she knows she's already confided into Bill, her husband, who has a publication company, who definitely can put out tabloids and all kinds of crazy news on that story. And it will sell like hotcakes. Then you have Brooke and Bill. Brooke is going over with Bill. Why would Ridge do this bullying, this intimidating? Ridge is pulling everyone's string, Bill says. And Brooke is still like, why? So Brooke asks Bill, how did she find out? Well, how did he find out about it? And then he goes on half-heartedly and tells him that Katie told him in confidence. Then we go back to Quinn. Quinn says you never would have married Wyatt if you didn't want to. So what is the big deal of how y'all got together? Y'all just got together. Then Steffi goes off and said, you're delusional. You're crazy. I never would have made the promise if I knew Liam was still alive, because I was supposed to be Liam's wife. And Liam says, yes, she's supposed to be my wife. Still piggybacking off of whatever Steph is chiming in. Then we have Liam tells Quinn, you're obsessed with me. You were there and you still are now. And he's also said he would never love her. She took the best thing that he's had in his lifetime of ever knowing of a woman. That was Steffi. But I'm like, come on, Liam. You said the same thing about Hope. You was kind of, getting that way about Ivy. I'm like, stop lying. Anyway, we go back to Stephanie. Stephanie tells Quinn to leave and to never come back to bother Liam or her. Okay, and then we go to Ridge. Ridge is worried about Katie keeping their secret. That's what he's sitting down there telling Caroline and Thomas. And all of them are like pretty much saying, are you sure she's going to be able to keep the secret? He said, yes, he trusts Katie. She's going to keep the secret. Then we go back to Bill and Brooke. Bill is telling Brooke, what if the vasectomy wasn't reversed? And, that's giving Brooke something to think about. Bill also links for her the relationship between Dr. Woolen, death, and, he's trying to say maybe Ridge had something to do with that. He's not really sure, but he wouldn't put it past him. And Brooke is, vehemently saying, no, Ridge is not a killer. He's not a murderer. So she's not even going to believe that. So, but she can't fathom Ridge would go and do this thing about claiming a baby that's not his, you know, baby Douglas. Bill said he had to tell her because he wanted her to be happy. Then Katie walks in from visiting Ridge, Caroline, and Thomas, and she's asking Bill, what did he tell Brooke? We go to commercial. We come back from commercial, and we're at the point where Ridge is still over there talking to Caroline and Thomas. And he was telling them nobody else can find out except for them four. And then Caroline is kind of not optimistic about it because she said, well, shoot, it just ended up being us two knowing. Then Thomas found out. Then Katie found out. I don't think our secret is going to be safe for long. But, you know, Ridge is, you know, trying to tell her, you know, to calm down. Everything's going to be fine. He trusts Katie, this, that, and the other. Okay, then we go to Bill and Brooke. Bill is telling her Rick is leaving town. He's telling Katie this. Katie asked Bill, what did he tell Brooke? He goes on to say, yes, he told Brooke the whole secret about Ridge's manipulating and strongholding people around there. He told Brooke, yes, Ridge is not the father. Excuse me, baby Douglas Thomas is, and he did it for Brooke's sake and Caroline's sake, which is his niece, because he knows she must be going through hell trying to keep Ridge's secret. And Ridge must go from the company, from LA, anywhere, but in the sight of, you know, family and friends that love, you know, our family, because he's destroying it. And then Katie's looking at him like, you betrayed my confidence, my trust, my feelings on the matter. You promised me you wouldn't tell, and then the first person you want to tell is my sister, and you know how I feel about her and you confiding in each other in something so intimate of a detail of what's going on. It's pretty much like she said, I could have told her, but you didn't have the right to tell her. You could have told me in front of her to tell her, you know, because her son is threatening and leaving, this, that, and the other. At least you wouldn't have betrayed anything. But Bill didn't take that option out. So we go back to Quinn. Quinn asked Stephanie not to talk to her that way, because Stephanie was really drilling into her like she was some kind of child or something. And it started to show Quinn's old side, and I was like, okay, it ain't buried that far down. Then Liam says, I don't love you or like you. You took Steffi from me. Liam said to Quinn to come back, no more, not this time, not ever again, because he'll be forced to stop it, Elijah. He'll be forced to do something that, you know, really still be a case of stalking. She still ain't going to jail for that, Liam. So I don't know what the hell you talking about. Just sit on down. Then Quinn says, this is it. To Liam, stop it, Elijah. And Liam says, yes. Then Steffi goes over to hug Liam as Quinn is exiting out the door, looking back over her shoulder just a little bit, but still disappointed. She goes on out the door. But the whole deal of Stephanie hugging Liam like they together is like, please sit down, Stephanie. No, you need to leave now. You chose your mate, pretty much, Steph. You get the hell out too. That's how I felt about it. But then I'm asking, why can't Liam see this? Why can't he see that Stephanie is not available either? Period. He's trying to make Quinn be in reality, but he's still in his fantasy world as well when it comes to thinking he's gonna get Steffi back. Okay, we go to commercial. We come back from commercial. We're still on Liam and Steffi. I'm gonna shut the door before he run out there. Stop it! Okay, I have to go out this area. Okay, then we go where Steffi says that was exhausting after Liam kicks Quinn out. Both of them really kick her out, and they stop embracing each other as far as hugging. Liam said he's glad he heard all of that, because at first he was saying he was sorry that she had to hear all that, but then he's glad because she gets to hear all his feelings that he still have for her. Like that mean anything. But then Steffi flips the script on him. She goes to tell Liam that she's not leaving Wyatt for him. This is crazy. Liam is not respecting the boundaries because he goes over there trying to caress her face, trying to, talk softly in her ear. But it's crazy. I'm like, both of y'all are not respecting the boundaries. And if Wyatt came in now, he would be going off on y'all just like you tried to go off on Quinn, Steffi. Aren't you not ashamed of yourself now? Can you not look in the mirror and see what is going on with you and Liam? Or are you just that naive, just like Quinn is about Liam? Think about it. Okay, then we go to Ridge. Ridge is falling apart. He's coming to loose at the seams. He's trying to convince himself everything is going to be okay. But it's not. It's not, Ridge. Okay, we go to Brooke. Brooke asks Katie, is this story true? Katie, she goes on to tell Brooke it's true. She heard it from Caroline's mouth as well as Ridge. But Katie starts to get on Bill's ass. Brooke tries to defend Bill and his reasoning for telling her about Ridge's deceit. But Katie shuts Brooke down too. Katie goes on to tell Bill and Brooke that Brooke will always take priority in your eyes, Bill. Everything has always been about her. It doesn't matter how bad you hurt me or what I say to defend myself against you and Brooke's relationship. I'm always in the wrong. You always put me on the microscope. You always, talk about my drinking, me being paranoid and this, that, and the other. But yet, you still do these crazy actions that make me feel much, much more insecure than where I had started from and tried to heal from. What I told you was in confidence. And you took that confidence and you went right at the first chance to tell my sister. You didn't even give me a chance to say, okay, I think I need to tell my sister. Or, like I said, she was just over here visiting because she was upset about Thomas leaving and she wanted to talk to me, but she wasn't here, so she stayed. And y'all are in the appropriate room to be having a discussion. However, I confided in you and you broke my trust and my confidence for my sister's happiness. I'm not understanding that. I was really waiting on Katie when she finished to say, I want a divorce. But she didn't say it. She just sitting up there crying like always, pouring out her feelings, and Bill feeling bad, but he's still going to do what he want to do. Bill's always going to have Brooke's back. And that's it, period. Dotting the I's, crossing the T's. That's just how it is. But that was all for the the bold and the beautiful for today. Getting ready to tape the Young and the Restless as well. But I had got all my excitement, y'all. All of my excitement I needed for this episode. Especially when Katie was getting in Bill's ass. He really couldn't say nothing. Nothing. So I was all here for it. I was like, go ahead, Katie. Go ahead, Katie. But she didn't, she didn't play out her cards right. Because she just said, forget it. I want a divorce. I don't want to be bothered with this triangle anymore. Y'all never going to see my feelings. Y'all feelings going to always take precedence over mine. I ain't finna be in nobody's shadow anymore. So you have her. And I'm going about my business. And, I ain't got to worry about drinking. Because it ain't no big deal. I ain't going to sob and put all my sorrows in no type of mess such as that. So y'all going to do what y'all got to do. That's what I wanted her to say. But now I need Brooke to put on her big girl panties and go on over there and get Ridge straight. Call him, make an appointment to see him or have him come over to the house so y'all can hash this out because Ridge needs to go. Ridge needs to go out of town. He needs to be taken from Forster Creations. It needs to be returned back into the hands of either Thorne or Rick and let them have, because they are the two biological children of Eric Forster. I'm ready for that storyline to be done with and through. It's just too much. So, basically, like I said, that was the Bold and the Beautiful for June 6, 2016, which aired Monday, Eastern Standard Time at 1:30. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I love narrating and giving you visuals of today's episode. Hope you like it. And I'll talk to you on tomorrow for more of the Bold and the Beautiful. All right, take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.